So today I want to talk about what 2023 holds for Evolution5 and some of the plans that we've got. But before I do so, I just want to kind of set the scene and the challenge that we're likely to face, but also others in the construction industry. So as some of you may know, in the third quarter of last year, the overall economy shrunk by about 0.2%, which kind of effectively puts us into a recession. In addition to that, we've seen interest rates continuously grow from the Bank of England, and we're now up to about 3.5%. In addition, Mace have predicted that tender price inflation will be reduced to about 2.5%, and they haven't actually dismissed the fact that we could see a negative tender price inflation. We've seen a slump in the housing market as well as reduced activity in the residential sector. However, on the positive side, during the third quarter of last year, construction output actually grew by 0.6%, which is good, as well as new orders in the construction industry rising by 6.4%. And then there's further potential that the slump in the residential market may also help drag down the material prices. So that will be another bonus or positive outcome for the industry. In addition to that, one of the areas where this sort of creates opportunity, or one of the areas that we would expect not to necessarily be affected, is things like sustainability and projects that are looking to reduce carbon emissions, such as sort of, retrofit out and the likes. So what does all this mean for Evolution5, and how does this fit into our plans for 2023? So one of the exciting things is we're looking to introduce a new service to the business. This is a demand-led service from opportunities that have come into the business or on other projects where we've worked on, and the clients sort of wanted us to convert construction management into this new service. So the new service is a contracting service, a sort of principal main contracting service arm. And where we're going to focus is in the retail sector and commercial fit out sector. What's important for us as a business is these are two areas we don't necessarily work in at the moment as consultants, and it's an area we will not necessarily move into as consultants. So it's a great area. It's a great area of opportunity. It's an area also in terms of construction value. So we'd be looking at projects from, say, 100,000 up to £1 million. And again, that's another area that doesn't conflict with the current business in terms of its professional services. So there'll be no conflict of interest. And for those professionals and contractors that we currently work with, it has no adverse effect. So this is exciting times for the business. This new arm, a new service will be great for our clients, great for our employees to be able to move their transferable skills around the business. And we're going to make a video next month to tell you more about it. So do look out for that video. So moving on, we just talk about sectors. So we continue to work in the sectors that we do at the moment, comprising, your education sector, aviation, healthcare, your general commercial and residential sectors. However, obviously with this new service, and I've mentioned previously, that will move us into the retail sector, as well as the commercial sector in terms of more your fit out. And as I mentioned before, with sustainability, carbon emissions, looking at your retro fit out and upgrading of buildings. So there be new additions to the business and our capability. So in terms of projects, for those who know us, we continue to deliver your secondary schools and your healthcare centres and GP surgeries, as well as your sort of commercial new builds, your residential new builds, apartments, high-end one-off houses, what have you. But obviously with the new service that we talked about, that will also introduce other opportunities of projects such as EV charging stations, your fit out of your retail convenience stores, fuel station fit out and refurbishments. So there'd be a lot of additional kind of projects that would be added to our portfolio in the new year. So this is exciting stuff, but how are we going to do it? So we got adding a new service to the business. We're going to work on all these projects that we say. So what we have to do is we have to bolster the team, bolster the skill set. We've had 2 new additions to the team recently in a new business development manager that will focus on this new service that we've introduced, as well as a new project manager. We're currently interviewing some really high caliber quantity surveyors to come into the business. And I predict through the remaining part of the year, we'd be looking to add another 2 to 3 to 4 project managers or quantity surveyors. So exciting, really exciting stuff and good growth for the business. So how does this bring us on to skills and training? The introduction of new personnel now as well as in the future means that we'll have a greater breadth of experience and knowledge, but it also means we now need to bring a consistent approach across the business of training and education and systems and processes and procedures. So we look to introduce more contract awareness and contract administration skills, because no matter what service we have in the business, that is relevant right the way across. And then we also have things like the introduction of the Building Safety Act, which is new legislation. And it's just making sure that all of our employees are fully aware of the Act and the new introduction of new roles and what that really means to what we do and the services that we deliver to our clients, and just making sure that everything we do is fully compliant with legislation and acts and the like. So it's really kind of a really great opportunity to bring us all up, with good high level of training and standards, which we uphold anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope we give you a good overview of what we're trying to achieve in 2023. We really look forward to continue working with our clients, fellow professionals and contractors. And if you've got any questions whatsoever about what we're trying to achieve or you want to be part of it, please do not hesitate to get in contact.